In the previous episode, Aurangzeb sent one of his finest generals, Raja Ram Singh, to conquer Assam. The Mughal army seemed unstoppable. The Mughals believed victory was inevitable. Their army outnumbered the Ahoms many times over. But they were about to face an enemy they didn't understand, the Brahmaputra itself.
Aurangzeb was furious. He wanted Assam subdued once and for all. So he chose one of his finest generals, Raja Ram Singh I. At the head of a massive force, Ram Singh marched toward Assam. Thousands of soldiers, war elephants, cavalry, artillery, resources beyond imagination. Compared to them, the Ahom army appeared hopelessly outnumbered. Many expected a quick Mughal victory. But Lachit had no intention of fighting on Mughal terms. He avoided open field battles. Instead, he used terrain, ambushes, guerrilla tactics, river defenses. Every mile forward became painful for the invaders. The Mughals grew frustrated. Months passed, progress slowed. Then both sides found themselves facing one another near a place called Saraighat, a narrow stretch of the Brahmaputra, and that narrow river passage would decide the fate of Assam. Saraighat was unlike most battlefields. There were no vast plains, no endless cavalry charges. There was only water, the Brahmaputra. Wide, powerful, unpredictable. Lachit knew the river intimately. The Mughals did not. And that difference changed everything. The Ahom navy took positions. Their boats were smaller, faster, more maneuverable. The Mughal fleet looked intimidating, but appearances can be deceptive. The battle began. Arrows filled the sky. Cannons roared. War cries echoed across the water. The river itself seemed to shake. For hours, neither side gained a decisive advantage. Then disaster struck. Lachit Borphukan fell seriously ill. Unable to command effectively, he withdrew. The Ahom soldiers saw their leader disappear. Fear spread. Lines weakened. Some units began retreating. The Mughal commanders sensed victory. The moment they had waited for had finally arrived. News of the retreat reached Lachit. He listened silently, weak, exhausted, fighting illness, perhaps fighting death itself. Then he stood up. History remembers what happened next. Lachit climbed into a boat. He ordered it toward the battlefield. His commanders protested. His soldiers begged him to rest, but Lachit refused. According to tradition, he declared that he would rather die than watch his homeland fall. As his boat moved forward, the soldiers saw him, their commander, their leader, their symbol of resistance, standing before them against all odds. A wave of courage swept through the Ahom fleet. Retreat turned into attack. Fear turned into fury. The boots surged forward. The river exploded into chaos. The Mughal fleet suddenly found itself overwhelmed, confused, outmaneuvered, outfought. The impossible was happening. The mighty Mughal Empire was losing. As the sun began to set, the battle's outcome became clear. Ram Singh's forces withdrew. The invasion had failed. Assam had survived. Empires rise. Empires fall. Armies march and history moves forward. Yet some stories refuse to fade. The Battle of Saraighat reminds us that true strength is not measured by numbers, not by wealth, not by power. It is measured by conviction, by courage, and by the willingness to stand firm when surrender seems easier. Even today, if you stand beside the Brahmaputra and listen carefully, you may hear the echoes of war drums carried by the wind, and among them the voice of a warrior who refused to give up. Lachit Borphukan, the defender of Assam, the hero of Saraighat.